We have a voicemail number, which is 2192-DAVID-P. Here is a question about Andrew Yang. It could actually apply to many of the candidates running on the Democratic side right now, but it's about Andrew Yang, so we will answer it as such.
Hey, Dave, I'm a big fan of the show. My question is, what do you think about Andrew Yang being at 5%, and in a few polls recently, he was at 5% in Nevada and 5% in Arizona. Do you think this is showing like he's getting up to that 5% threshold, or do you think they're both outliers, or do you think that they shouldn't be counted for some other reason? Thanks.
Yeah, so listen, it's not about those polls being outliers. It's not about they shouldn't be counted. It's just not going to make a difference, okay? Now, because this analysis could be done for a bunch of the lower level candidates. I'm going to do it for Andrew Yang, who I like personally, and I've interviewed multiple times because the caller asked about Andrew Yang. Nationally, Andrew Yang is polling at 2.8%, okay? But the primary is 50 individual state elections plus some territories. So the caller mentions Nevada. That's the third state to vote. It goes Iowa, New Hampshire, then Nevada. It's true that Andrew Yang polled 5% in one of the four recent polls. Now, in the other 3 of 4 recent polls, he's only polling 3%. But it doesn't matter because there's something called a 15% threshold to receive any delegates. Even if Andrew Yang in Nevada gets 14% of the vote, assuming that there are other candidates who get 15% or more of the vote, Andrew Yang doesn't get any delegates, right? He gets 0 delegates. So his 5% in Nevada or his 3% aren't going to get him any delegates. That's just the way it works, right? It's not my opinion. That's just the way it works. Then you go to Arizona. It's true. There is a poll out of Arizona where Andrew Yang has 5%. Now, Arizona doesn't vote until March 17th, and there's a whole bunch of states that will have already voted. But again, ignoring that, there's a 15% threshold that has to be met. If Yang gets his 5% of the vote in Arizona, in almost every circumstance, he gets 0 delegates. So I'm not trying to bust anyone's bubbles. I'm just wondering if some people don't know the primary process and how that threshold works. Because once you recognize that 3 or 5%, it doesn't actually make a difference in helping him to secure the Democratic primary nomination. Now, if you understand that, but you still believe that there's a path, then I want to hear from you. I want to hear what that path is. We've got a great bonus show for you today. We will talk about McDonald's firing their CEO for a relationship he had with an employee. We will talk about Apple pledging billions of dollars to fight the California housing crisis and much more. Get instant access to the bonus show. Instant. Takes under a minute by signing up at joinpakman.com or by becoming a patron at patreon.com/David Pakman Show.